Well, welcome back everybody to Richmond with Grandpa, and the shop dog got her new toy, and so she's getting it checked out. Meanwhile, Bear Bear, the house guard, he's taking a little nap. And we're gonna go out here and just see what Grandpa's been up to because quite honestly it's been just kind of a hodgepodge of trying to clean up some stuff, get some stuff done, and some other things. So oh God. If anybody needs some Amazon or Prime boxes, I'm sure we've got some. Just, name the size and you pay shipping. All right. Well, I might as well start right here because this is what it's all about. Oh my God, I'm so tired. It's Sunday night and I gotta be at work at 6:30 in the morning. All right. So the ongoing saga of the brakes. Now, I have replaced the studs in the hub, so we got righties instead of crazy lefties or whatever. And I stripped all the old, actually, the shoes that were on this rig are practically brand new. And so we're just going to clean all this stuff up, rehab it, and try to reuse it because I don't want to have to buy more parts. But we get into here, our spindle's a little rough, and I'm not quite understanding why that is because the bearings and the races are all clean and in good shape. They're Timken bearings and races, but we get a little bit of stuff here, and we've been working on getting some of that cleaned up. We will continue. Something that I wasn't aware of, and please someone enlighten me. This appears because although deteriorated and fallen apart, this appears to be some sort of a rear backing plate seal that goes around the spindle. Please this one is not in good shape, and I'm willing to try to replace it if I can find one or whatever. Everybody knows how I am about backing plates and parts. I want to get this thing cleaned up, repaint it, lubricated, and everything else correctly. So I started taking it off. And that's not necessarily the reason why, although it'll make it easier to go ahead and replace the cylinder, which I have in a box. But, it never ends when you're doing these old girls. And I've come to find out here recently, some of these suspension parts over, before I got the car have been replaced. But some of them haven't. A-frame, upper ball joint, grease zerk, no grease zerk, lots of crap. No grease, dry as a bone. She's fried. So that's got to be replaced. And if you can see up here, well, you probably can, it's kind of hard, but the bushings are pretty well toast as well. So while we're in here, we're going to have to do a little more than what Grandpa was expecting. We're going to have to replace these upper A frame bushings, ball joint, and then get all this cleaned up, get that slave cylinder replaced, get the backing plate cleaned up, get all the lines and... Guys, I need a rich girlfriend or somebody who knows a good mechanic who can come spend a lot of free time for Grandpa. Yeah, right, like that's gonna happen. Anyway, so that's going on. Trying to get ready to pull this rear axle so we can replace the studs there so they're the right direction as well. And then once that's done, hopefully we can start putting that together. It never ends. Yeah, I'm still messing with this bumper, but I want you to look at her. Doesn't look too bad, does she? She's getting there. I've probably got 85% of the pitting out of her. I have spent a lot of time and a lot of different things, but she's not going to be perfect. But you know what? I had a thought this afternoon. A lot of the pitting that's still exposed or visible is visible because it's got rust in it. So what if I were to take a product like this, which I use all the time to clean up old brake and rust and everything, and we're going to look at this in a minute. This is the wheel off that left front side, and it was just gross and nasty, and we've put a couple of treatments of this on it. But I'm just wondering if I could use this get it down here to clean up some of the rust in some of these pores, get it cleaned out to where they're not popping out, but it's all somewhat uniform in color. Then instead of trying to buff any more off the surface of this chrome, which, God, I've got to be getting close to real thin with everything I've been doing. If I can get that rust cleaned out of those pits, and then maybe come in on top of that after a clay bar and tack rag and get everything pristine and ceramic coated and seal those pits up before they have a chance to re-rust. I don't know. It's something that hit me this afternoon, and maybe we'll see. So, all right. So that's where we're at. Cleaning up the right hub, getting it all ready to go. Got the bearings all cleaned out, ready to repack. And let's see. Whoop-a-doo. Hey, we got the new front hub for the tractor, the John Deere. No, seriously. I did this last night on a whim, and you know what? I kind of like it. And we're going to do the other hub the same way. But she's kind of, you know, doesn't look too shabby, does she? Got that sparkly new 5 horsepower improvement dust cap. We got some good Timken bearings here to put back in her. We got the new grease seal. Only thing I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some emery paper, some 200 grit, and clean some of the pitting and stuff out around the sides here, because she's a little rough, particularly on this side. I want to make sure that when I put that grease seal back in and the bearings and everything, that everything seats properly. But kind of hard to see in this angle, but she's actually in pretty good shape. I honestly believe that at some point, based on what I'm seeing in the way of parts that are in her with the Timken bearings and stuff, these hubs have been dealt with in the past. So they're not in too bad a shape. Probably need to put a little more paint on there, but you know, it's not that big a deal. So we gotta get this side tore down as well, get it cleaned up, and you don't need to see the light. This side is in the same shape as the other side, so not only are we doing brakes, we're doing suspension. You know, before I die, I hope that I can get this thing back on the road. It'd be nice to drive around town once or twice before I have a aneurysm. But no, seriously, it's just, you find one problem, you try to work on that, and as you're looking around, oh, well, here's something. Well, there's something. It never ends. I just feel blessed that God gave me a chance to try to bring one of these old girls back to some sort of drivable condition. And she's in fairly better shape than a whole lot of them that I see. She does run and start, and she does drive, but right now, with everything off of her, she doesn't. Continuing with color correction and, you know, chrome restoration and trying to find some sponsors. Hey, if anybody's out there that's got, you know, a few bucks they want to send to Grandpa to pay for, you know, buffing pads or compound or whatever, please feel free to do so, and you know, we'll give you a big shout out. But no, seriously, guys, I appreciate all of you being here. Like I said, it's not a sprint at this point, it's a saga. Hey, appreciate y'all. Thumbs up if you're enjoying it. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. And tell your friends, share the videos. Come on, guys, we're trying to build a family here. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye-bye.